If you stop
give you
learning,
test results to
you'll
prove
stop
it.
studying.
We'll have to take their word for it. I don't know if you're comfortable with that, but yeah.
There's more?
Especially if you have our tests and not just
Oh,
Yeah, she's
no.
gonna work the clean dirty line for us, so we have a sprayer.
That was the one at my house. Yep, that was the one at my house.
We have one, so I'll have.
with the white can.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, our safety officer is here, so she'll go over that with you on what we're spraying. It's Vercon, and yeah, she'll go over it with you. She has a copy.
Well, the MSDS sheet is what they want because their child has illnesses and medical problems, she explained to me.
Yeah, definitely. She'll go over it with you. She's getting it right
Where is the MSD
now. So
sheet?
I've got.
So before you spray, can I get the sheets?
Sure.
If you don't want the spray, does she have to have the spray? I mean, what are
Yeah,
you?
like, would you guys be able to do it up there more?
I mean, if you don't want it,
That
look,
I'd have to run up the chain of command.
Why don't you spray yourselves before you come in?
That's what we're going to do.
This isn't coming in. This stays out here.
It's going to spray my boots, so I don't track anything from here in.
You're going to track that chemical in here.
if it's on the boots, it's up to you. Your property, your call. How you want to do
Your
this.
kids play out here in the yard. It's up to you. Whatever
Do you
you.
use bleach? Do you use bleach? Okay.
It's her daughter.
I don't know.
Some people just use vinegar. That's how I clean my house.
I try not to do chemicals either, but when they came to my house, and I know you were at my house, and they sprayed this crap all over, my daughter got some weird redness on her hands, which we ended up having to go to walk-in to find out what it was. But they left my yard filthy with feathers and all kinds of mess there. So I don't know what it is. I called Vercon to get information on it. They directed me to their website, and they said that once this leaves our warehouse, we cannot tell you. We won't even discuss it because it's up to whoever purchases it to put it in there, dilute it, not dilute it, or whatever they do. So Vercon will not. Once it leaves their warehouse, it's gone, and they won't.
So after you spray, how long does it stay saturated in the floor?
We don't saturate your skin. We do a mist because it is a concentrate, and then it'll evaporate. It doesn't stay very long at all.
Because yeah, it does say
It's
may cause,
biodegradable also.
yeah, it says it may cause respiratory tract irritation, category 3, so it's pretty high.
Yeah,
My
but we're
kids
not
have
spraying.
asthma, and they
Yeah.
come over here.
It's when you're mixing the powder.
It's when you mix the powder. If you look at
That's
the
if
mixing,
you inhale that powder form, it's an irritant.
that's why you wear a mask.
Which
when
is
you're
why
mixing.
we don't mix it. There's a trained individual that does it. We just pick it up already mixed at the proper dilution.
That's why you'll see each one of our containers is at a certain level, so they have a certain concentration that they mix it at.
Well, I've got photos of a bunch of your box, some of this stuff, and some of it is a very, very bright yellow, and that one looks to be more diluted. So I don't know who's the mixer. I've yet to get.
Well, and it depends if you're using a powder or if you're using a tablet. The tablet will not make it yellow. If you use the powder, it will make it yellow.
Well, see, that's what they won't even tell us anything about
Well, it
a
depends
powder.
on what we have. It comes in a powder or it comes in a tablet. And it may be we're out of powder and we're using tablets. And tablets will not make it yellow. But the powder is a yellow color and it does make it a brighter color.
Yeah,
So
like
it
I-
just depends on which one they use, if they're using the tablet or if they're using the powder. But more likely, I think they're using the tablets now because they're a little bit easier and they're easier to control the amount that you're putting in. Because the tablet is already
I would think if it's
pre-done.
pre-measured. I'm just saying that in the containers of this stuff, they've all been like a different color of yellow. So what they were using weeks ago to today, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Penny, every time you drive by, you're wearing my Washington license plate, and I'm like missing home every time I see that plate. My grandson pitched a fit yesterday because he called me and I couldn't video chat with him.
Is that your guys' copy?
They can keep it.
Okay. Then you know what? If you have concerns, send it over to the baby's doctor and let them tell you. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh crap. Okay, so we got our own medical staff here.
Yeah.
Well, they said you can keep it. So
Yeah.
once she reads over
It's
it,
yours.
you can keep it.
Okay, yeah, as long as it's just that way.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Basically, everything that goes into your property will be disinfected out. The stuff that we wear in is double bagged and disinfected between each bag with this. The samples that we use, they are Lysoled and double bagged and disinfected between each bag. Our shoes are disinfected, our tires are disinfected, and there's also a specific process in which we remove the protective equipment to avoid cross-contamination. And then we also disinfect them coming in too, because we don't want to bring anything in.
I got some of your, I had some of your testers leave their equipment with me. Why is that?
they can if your facilities. When at what process was it?
Well, at one was a test and one was a kill, and I've got bags of your guys' equipment that they left there.
On a test when we go in.
But I've done it on both, on a test and a kill, and I've had your workers left the bag of the gear with me. I've got a couple of the bags of the gear.
When we
So-
test for surveillance, we actually leave that because it's stuff we're bringing off of your property, and we usually ask permission. Can we leave it here, or do you want us to take it? And then if you say no, take it, we take it. If you say yes, we can leave this here during a test, we leave it. Now during a depopulation or euthanasia, we take it all out with us.
When you guys killed all my stuff, there was stuff left, but that's fine.
We take all our nets, the bags, the birds are triple bagged between each bag.
And then you dump them at the
disinfected.
landfill and they tear them open. I saw it. My Dolores was there. I've got the video of it. So, and you know exactly who I am. You were at my house that day. Yeah. So yeah, if you're going to try to come at me now, I guess you got a cop here, so go for it. It's like you tried to do that day.
I didn't try and do that.
Oh, you.
Please.
Are you guys not okay with any of this? Okay. And you might want to. You might want to get.
Have goggles on.
You might want to get everybody's name. Her.
Oh, yes,
her-
I would like
Give everybody's name.
If you guys actually can write
Your
it down on
house.
a piece of paper, since I know who is coming into my property.
We should have a log that was generated for insurance purposes, that anybody walks here, anybody's on your thing, they need to sign it, and that's your right. How come you don't have an ID that you are supposed to be wearing to identify yourself?
I will, but you will not be taking a picture. I will.
I
will visually show you my ID, but you will not take a picture of my ID.
Write the name down?
You can write my name down, but you will not take a picture of my
I
ID.
didn't. Did I say I was taking a picture
No,
of your
but you
ID?
are filming, so I prefer not to have my ID. But I will more than happy. You as the owners, I will show you my ID.
And just get a pen and you guys can write it down. And they
As
should be
owners,
signing.
I will happy to show you my ID.
Oh, yeah. No, you know why I grabbed it?
guys
Because
fall
we
or
did some
something?
trails the other day. What was that? They were
That I would like to write down everybody's name that's coming in.
Oh, sure.
Because I mean, since we're going to be trying to get the chickens, and if just in case if somebody
We can do that,
falls
right? Give
down,
her our names for liability issue.
Well, anybody that is contacting the resident has under the Title 242 or Title 18 242 color of the law, they have to identify themselves if they're working in official capacity
Hold on,
to the person.
Hold on.
Okay. All right. Hold on. She said she's checking with security to verify.
Well, I mean, we're gonna be trying to get the chickens, and I don't want nobody falling and getting hurt, and then you guys are gonna go after my house insurance.
Yeah, well, here's the deal. Under the federal law, okay, the Title 242 or Title 18, subsection 242, color of the law, when a worker is working in their official capacity and they're to present IDs to you, you legally have that right. That is a federal law. They have to identify themselves to you.
We can do that. We don't have to write our names down, but we can show you
She can write them down if she wants.
if she wants to. But we
I'll
can show
write
you her
'em.
badge.
Yeah,
Just as
she
long
can
as you
write
don't
'em.
Take pictures of it.
Nobody's-
That'll identify ourselves. If that wouldn't make you. We're not going in. Those three are going in.
It
If you
doesn't
want-
matter. You're on her. I mean, her property line starts there.
If you
So
want these three going in case they trip or fall while getting your birds, that's fine. We are not going in. I'm here with CHP and security.
it doesn't matter, ma'am. You have to give ID to.
I'm talking to the owner, not you.
And I'm talking to the owner too, because you guys
like
are
that,
bullies.
We'll do that for you. I'm just trying to be nice I'll get their badges and everything.
Just write down everybody's name.
We're gonna get okay for that first, if that's okay.
No. Then get okay before you enter your property. If you can't give your
I'm trying to talk
names.
to the owner, please.
Officer, can you please come here a moment?
So, I'm just trying to keep it nice. So, I'll get you that.
Okay. The homeowners have a right to have everybody's name. They don't want their IDs photographed. That's okay. She can write them down. Am I correct with the title, the federal code on this?
She can write that down whenever she wants.
Exactly, the IDs. She does not have to consent to any of this stuff, and she is. So the fact that these folks are all on her property line starts right up here. So she can write down everybody's name who is here.
I'm trying to talk to the owner,
No, that's fine. You can talk to the owner.
and I'm trying to tell her we'll show her IDs to
Right.
her without being interrupted. Is what we're trying to do.
No, she wants to write them down, and you're trying to be sneaky is what you're trying to do.
They're going to identify. They're going to show all their IDs.
And she gets to write them down.
And she can write them down if she wants.
Exactly. And this
fine.
one's
And
trying to write her name down.
That's just what she said.
Okay. But it's the attitude that we're only talking to the homeowner. I've watched homeowners be bullied, and you know what? I'm not going to stand by and allow it. I'm sorry, I'm not.
So I get it. And I get you. And I get your position. And I understand it, right? And I get you're irritated.
No, I'm not
But-
irritated. I want the
let
laws
me talk
to
first.
be followed.
I know.
That's
and
what I want.
understand. You're coming across irritated, right? And I
It's not irritated. It's called being firm with
Okay.
allowing these folks their rights, which is they have the right to know who is on their land. They don't have to give access. They're doing this on consent.
so there's this fence is right here. There's really no expectation of privacy right here. So technically,
Well, yes, but it is technically her property line starts right about there.
well, there is an easement for the county.
Well, then do they all want to go stand in the road then?
I'm just saying, what is it, a 15-foot easement for the county?
Then let them go all stand over there, I guess. This isn't.
but you know what I'm
Look, she
saying,
wants
we're
their
not
IDs. It's not. I don't think it's a problem.
And they're giving it
We have had nobody vetted. We don't know who these workers are. If you look back at what happened at my house, I have 30-some people back there. I don't know who any of them are. None of them.
and like I said, they're showing
And that's a
their ID,
problem,
the ID,
okay?
so.
And exactly. So as long as she has everybody's names, I'm good with it.
Yes.
I will do Lysol. I will do Lysol for you. That makes
Thank you.
The only thing that I'm going to spray this on are the bags that we're going to keep.
Okay.
Would that work for you?
Yes, thank you.
We'll do that for you.
Thank you very much.
We'll go Lysol as they come in. Instead of
Just as long as you have. Okay. No, you deserve to have this. You don't understand.
Yeah,
When people have no vetting and no workers, you've got little kids here. I don't know who these people are from Adelaide. I've dealt with them. You've seen the videos. You've seen the attitude. I don't know if they're going to come back and steal something, hurt a child, kidnap a child. There's some sickos
Thank
out
you
there.
very
Oh,
much.
yes, there is.
So I'm not interested in having anybody unless I know. I mean, I wish he'd put them all in the system and run everybody, but he won't because he's paid by them.
Yes.
But you have a legal right to know who these people are. And I'm sorry, I'm not okay with random, Tom, Dick, and Harry's just floating around the yard when you've got kids.
Yeah, it's thinking of their house. They would want to
You wouldn't get in their house. You don't get to know anything.
Yeah.
They know who you are. They can run your property title. They know who you are. They know where your property line is. So, go ahead.
Yeah, CHP
And then as soon as what they get upset about is when I tell somebody, hey, this is your rights. It's like they get angry for letting people know their rights.
What we could do, the ones behind the shed, it's like block them in the middle, and maybe they could catch them because they're behind the shed right there.
Yeah.
We could corner them.
You guys got a little food? Little food?
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Here, go ahead and shut your gate. Is your dog going to get out? Is the dog out? Well, just don't let the dog out. We don't need to have a dog get hit. You like how all these people now split up? I'm just recording this. I'm not on a live video, but I'm recording it for your documentation. This is crap. Do you see what I mean? But when they tell you they didn't want to give you IDs, they didn't want to tell you what was in the sheet, they don't want to tell you nothing. And it's like when you tell them, hey, you have to, we want this. It's like they get